Well, that'll just have to do. That will just have to do. Let's go ahead and start swapping things over here. Go ahead and accept post. And post. There. At least some of this is sorted out. I think. Yeah, swap over to that one. I don't know why the other one broke. Or how. Just kind of fucking did. Now, how many of these do we gotta get going? I need 9 M's. Okay, so which one she? She is that one. Copy those settings. Paste them. So, how are we arranging these ones? And I've got quite a few ports to work with. Okay, got one board here. Let's see how many I can make fit. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's 6. Let's see if we can do 6 sideways. And plop. Those. Let's crush everybody together. Much better. And send it. There's a solid 6 to start with. And whilst we are at it, I'm going to go ahead and swap over to the other feed here. So you could not see what I'm fucking doing. Hang out near the noise. Okay. You're gonna need more stuff. Let's see if there's any way I can kind of finagle you in. Or you can still see what's going on here. Ah. I mean, ideally I'd peep you up here, but I get bumped into that way. That holds? It won't. Of course it won't. That worked beautifully, didn't it? Balls. Let's see if I can get away with using my clamps to hold my phone in place. Hopefully not blind the fucking thing. You should know. Because of how far over you'd be. That's probably a slightly better place to put you. This way we're not, you see smacking into the phone. Let's go ahead. Bring you forward. Bring this guy up out of the way. Let's move this higher. The thing under there. Let's get us another towel. Should cover that up. There we go. Let's put plastic back in. That's more than enough. So make sure we're covering the whole thing. Sure, I'm not going to smack the camera. No? Just doesn't appear so. Now, we get fairly close to these circles. Thinking that should be good. Let's frame it. And shit. Let me see if I can correct that. I'm not sure if there's something I can do about it. All right. Back to the computer. I mean, they should fit. How tall are they? Yeah, 2.2 inches tall. They should be fitting. Oh, you know what's going on? Yeah, I see what's going on here. There. Turned off the auto framing. Much better. Let's see if we can make this thing work. Good coffee. What's that about? see. Oop, that's too far. And let's try that. It's good. Almost. Still not quite there. Ow. Come on. Oop. I dropped you. There. We'll use every millimeter we can. And it should just like barely fit on the sheet. Oh, I think we did it. I think we're good. Yeah, we're solid. All right. Cut. Very nice. Excellent. It'll take a little bit for that to run. Getting close. Very good. Smoky. So there's some steamy spots. It looks like we're doing okay. So that'll give us 6. You need a lot more. I think now we'll drop down to single sets. Okay. Send our single boy. How many of these do I need? I got 6 so far. I need at least 3 more. Somebody's slurping that coffee. Yeah, that's a nope. Hello. And go. Among many things I want to do, I really gotta give this whole shop a good clean down. Too much dust in here. I guess that means cleaning all the machines. Let's see, where else can we get you? Oh, that's kind of close. might be better off just doing like that. That'll do. Very nice. Can I pick it up? No, it's going to be like that, is it? Oh, that, right? It's good. Yeah. Yeah. That should be good. Got a good 2 more hours. So we could totally knock most of these out tonight. Just 3. Ugh. So far, the cuts are looking pretty good. Nice and smooth. All right. So that gives us 9. Okay. 7 BB and 7 monkey. So, BB's the middle one. Let me go find us another sheet. Big nope. 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 Full sheet. It's not supposed to be in with my scrap sheets. Going through my set here. Try finding viable spaces we can cut these from. Looks like we might be starting with a single. So I am running low on sheets with extra space. Oh, never mind. Found a good one. It's got a bunch of room on it still. Oh, I found 3 good ones. Okay. Find test BB. And drop my phone case. Sheet. One up here. Oh yeah, let's do that one. You know what? This one is not complicated. So how about we just send it by itself? Take these sheets with me and my coffee. Okay. Where's the ball? Pretty sure I could bump one out in this corner. Oh yeah. Here's one. I think this sheet will be pretty well expended after this. Bottleneck. Another couple little spaces. And closer, closer, closer. I should be able to get 2, maybe 3 out of this piece. I think, probably. Good. Main concern I have right now is I need to get, like, scalded. Heat the exhaust. Because obviously vaporizing a bunch of plastic will create some fumes. Hopefully most of that's getting absorbed by the paper towel, though. That is the whole point of doing this. Rinse flare-ups, too. Looks like I'm only getting these 2 out of it. I don't really see a third one coming out of that. Can we fit more like that? No, not really. Yeah, you might as well leave it like that. Nope. It's another one down. And more copy. I really have no idea how good or bad this sounds at the moment, so I just couldn't be bothered to fix it. I'd imagine the voice cancellation is very angry at me. Spell number 4 now. Yeah, I'm not really going to get the one out of that. Okay. Got 2 more pieces we can definitely get at least one out of. I'll start using the newer ones. Oh, the bigger ones. Kind of want to save those for Bunny, because she has the biggest pen. We're to 5. Actually, we might get them all if we use ones out like this. Which wouldn't be bad. Maybe I can get a second out. No, not really. There's another. I think that's number 6. Very good. Surprised it's not blinding the camera. Not complaining, just surprised. We're at 6 now. My knees. Oh, laying your knees on concrete. Bad idea. Who would have thought? That is. One more sheet used. Yep. That finishes up that set. Okay. Which one was that? That was BB. What's the other one I got? I got Nemcrow. Let's see, I got 4, 8, 12, 15, 14 Sawas. How many Nemcrow did we cut? It's 3, 6, 9 Nemcrows. Oh. Oh. Alright. Bunny being the tallest, but also the thinnest. Delta to duplicate. Got a 12-inch box, right? Two, 3. That kinda, sorta helped. Like that. Hey? Oh, I'm on the wrong tool. I need that. That give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 7 of them. We need at least 8. Okay. Back to the camera, boys. Now, let's assume we're going there, huh? Oh, I got big one. There we go. Let's go with that. Sheet. Land up, sir. You're slightly out of bounds. I think we'll be pushing it pretty darn close. Really, really close. Should be alright. A little close to the edge there. Maybe I did put these a little bit close together, didn't I? No, these are really thin. Maybe I can get one more cut out of one of the other pieces. I don't know. Nah. It's not really necessary to do that anyway. We only need like, what, one more? So we'll jump right over to singles. That is cutting so close. Now it's blinding the fucking camera. Next. Cool. It's a pretty good size set. And there. Ow. Let's bring you down. Just a little bit. There. Yeah, you're gonna have to. That should be okay. No. There, we'll do at least one extra here. Because I am quite sure that at least one of these things got messed up. You can jump into... that's close. Into the next pin. Nope. Let's get that jotted down. So we got 3, 6, 9. Got 9 of you. Let's jump on to monkey. Actually, check something. Monkey is that one. How many monkeys are we doing? Probably 8 again. Agony. Want to at least knock out all the pins really quick. Which means we've got 1, 2 rows left. No, I probably should have done that the other direction, shouldn't I? Oh well. It's good enough. The real point here is to efficiently use more of this plastic. So honestly, I have not been doing a good job about that. They fit. Two of these there? No. Really close, I get two there. There we go. Kind of close. That should work. Oh god, yeah, that was like within a hair of hitting the border. In a freaking hair. And you could say that was mostly done. Focus. You should be able to do 4 in here, I'm thinking. It'll be tight, but it's doable. So yeah. Alright. Let's go set a cut up for 4 of these. Arrange them to the tops. And singulate. Let's pull you 4 out of there. And we know that's going to be tight. I forgot to swap the camera. Again. See them fumes shooting out, man. Good. Very good. Now this is the one that's probably going to fuck up. Yeah, that's close. So close. Oh, hot damn. That leaves us with one more girl. We need Hammy next. That would be that one. Try to do a solid 6. Actually, oops. Yeah, we can actually get 7 out of one long sheet. Hell yeah. Let's do that. Okay. Now, I need a sheet that I can go clean across the bottom on. First of all, let's collect these guys. You know what? I think we're going to have to change the orientation up. Close that down again. Okay. Oh. Squeeze my fat ass. Go to that. Okay. This one over here. I do not. How about over here? I don't really see any. There are sheets. Like the views. Nope. No luck. Alright. So. Or so put you there. You there. There. Let's do these two. Yeah. Take that, right? Equal out the spacing. Raise it to the right. Now we'll send it. I forgot to change camera. That's fine. No one's watching. Copy. Phones. Okay. Let's get this. Okay. Oh, okay. We'll set it to be there. And frame. What's that? Not bad. We should be able to get the rest of these out of this piece. Good. It's good to me. Go. It's another 5. I suppose I can actually tune down ventilation a little bit. It's not like I'm running the heater right now. Ooh, that is close to that side, man. Yes, sir. Let's give you my view. There we go. Oh, hey, Lulu. How are you doing today? I think the distance sensor on my camera really hates the fact that there's a piece of glass between me and what I'm trying to aim at. Yeah, not doing too bad. Just knocking out some, a quick set of orders here. Well, at least I want to get them laser cut right now. Oh, you know what it is? The camera's seeing the dust on the glass, and it's focusing on that. Yeah, that's probably what it was. Ooh, that got close. That got really close. So right now I'm just kind of cutting all the Venture Trade Co pins out. And then I think I will jump onto maybe these standees and have my camera fall over. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna cheat. So, yeah, I've tried wearing gloves for this sort of thing, but it always goes badly. So I stopped doing that. I need to be able to feel what kind of grip I got going. So what I'm thinking, I'll bring another 4 cuts into there. It'll be very tight, but I think we can make it work. Oh, concrete's destroying my knees. I'm glad I remembered to actually charge the wireless microphone for a change. I usually forget for like a month. Okay, so jumping back over to this. We're gonna take that, right? I'm gonna take you two. And I'm gonna put another set right next to it. And we'll align them. That was stupid. Align the tops. Unfortunately, I have to get the bare plastic sheets from someone else because I just don't have access to those chemicals right now. It's not quite a complicated process to make them, but You really got to be careful on how you mix the chemicals to make the acrylic. This might not work the way I want. You know what? See, this thing is the top corner, this little green box. So if I try to bring it down here, it's going to be all confused. So, meh. I only need this one cut. I'm actually pretty stoked to actually get acrylic pins done, because I wasn't sure anyone would be interested in them. But Ouchie's artwork looks really nice on them, at least in my opinion. Back to the machine. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn it back to the camera. Walk all the way across the shop. I need to set up a portable macro button to change scenes. Because my shop is like maybe 50 or 60 feet long, 30 feet wide. And I have to maneuver around all the machinery to get to the other side of it. It's between my computer and the laser cutter. It's all my storage. Okay. Actually, we don't need to keep this in the same spot anymore. Another thing I worry about making my own acrylic is it's hazardous materials. And I don't want to have to end up like pumping out a whole bunch of that shit and then have OSHA jump down my ass. You know, technically I don't have to worry about them. I'm going to have to eventually. It's working with stuff like resins and things like that. They are going to jump down your throat at some point. And frame. No, that's not good. Huh. Let's see. How about... Oh. Okay. And I'm framing it so I know exactly where it's going to cut. And get the most out of the sheet that I can so I can save the other sheets for the standees. Still trying to sell the girls on doing 1/4 inch thick standees. I think it's one of those things where you have to like actually handle it to understand just how cool they are. So normally standees and stuff are 1/8 of an inch. I'm going for 1/4 of an inch. It feels like I can hit someone with the damn thing. It's really cool. I think we're good. And if I fail one of them, that's fine. I technically only need 3 cuts right now. Or do I? How many do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think I only need 3. I mean, I got a plan for some of these getting fucked. I don't have a way to melt them. And if I did, I don't know if I'd be able to maintain that level of clarity. That's part of the reason I'm buying them. Plus, if I remelt it, it would not be cast anymore. It would be, it'd probably end up being extruded. So it would mess with the clarity of it. I get a cast acrylic sheets because there's no tension inside. So when I'm cutting it, it doesn't warp and stuff like that. It's also less likely to crack. I have been buying off of a questionable supplier, but it's always worked really well, so I keep buying it off them. Plus the price is fantastic. But I have a backup one down in Houston, Texas now. They're like 4 times the price, but the sheets are a little bit bigger, so maybe it's only 3 times the price. But at least I know where they're made. I think they're down in, yeah, it's over in Houston. They make a couple of neat ones too. It's one of the only places I know that do, what's that name? Iridescence. So you get like that holographic effect on your acrylics. And it's still safe to cut it. Because a lot of suppliers, they don't actually use lasers for things. So when I asked them if it's safe to laser cut, they have no real clue what I'm talking about. Because sometimes the film they use to give it that holographic look will have vinyl in it. You shoot a laser through vinyl, it takes the chlorine out and turns it into chlorine gas, which is really bad for me and the machine because it mixes with the moisture in the air to create hydrochloric acid. Oh wow, how close that got. Pushing it. So it would rust out the machine and disintegrate my lungs from the inside. Now, or that covers Hammy. I'm mostly just trying to cut everything out tonight so that tomorrow I'll purge the print heads and just get everybody printed in one go. Let's see here. We got the Sawa. Just did Hammy. Got Bunny. Mcrow's done. BB's done. And Mumkey. Which one is the Mumkey shape? Yeah, I got all the monkeys too. Let me count these. Put that on my spreadsheet. Which one was that? Okay, it's just like, okay. Make sure I didn't fuck that up. Got 9. Alright. Spreadsheet. 9 of those. Oh. I got a little problem here. I have to ask the boss about which item on our spreadsheet that's a little bit vague. I need to ask some question about which specific item that's referring to. Let's go ahead and save that. Yep, I actually do have a fume extractor. It's pulling about 900 cubic feet a minute when I have it on full blast. But even people with like really high-end fume extractors that like double that, if you cut something with vinyl on it, it's still going to rust out the machine and destroy it from the inside. So you have to be really careful with lasers. I know one of my biggest issues is like, if I went to like Home Depot or something, I could probably find the acrylic really cheap, right? But I don't know if it's extruded or cast. So that'll create problems. I don't know if they actually understand what they're talking about either, because you might hear acrylic and think, okay, yeah, buy polycarbonate. Nope, totally different thing. Polycarbonate has vinyl in it. Acrylic doesn't. And understandably, a lot of the store associates won't understand that these are two very different products. I am trying to slowly get together a CNC milling machine. That way I could cut things with vinyl in it. I'll just use a router to do it. Which would be great because, what's it called? Polycarbonate is actually a lot more shatter resistant. Doesn't get scratched as easily. And it's a bit cheaper. Oh, there it is. Here's the prototype on this one. So I'll cut the hammy ones out really quick. How many of these am I popping out? I don't actually know. 8. Dang. Alright. We gotta knock out 8 of these. Bottoms. Whoa, hey. No, I fucked that up. Left the hole out. Group. There we go. Line them to the bottom. Duplicate again. That should be okay. These are going on white acrylic, which is a little bit funky because it absorbs the light differently. It's not as smooth as I would like it to be. But it's kind of unavoidable. If I try to make it get a nice smooth edge, it'll actually burn the edges off, and then I gotta melt that off manually. It's a big bother. Chum. Oh. Ah, it's lovely. All right. Back to the machine. I think I have white acrylic over here already. Blank. I'm going to classify that as spent. You know what? Let's refresh that. Just wet down the surface again. So I'm using wet paper towels to absorb the extra laser light. That's not good. How's that look? Think that'll do. The thing, this laser didn't come with cameras. So there's my little jerry-rigged one. Sitting on some fucking wood. I have to go that fast, so I avoid the risk of burning through the, well, scorching the edges. It's a real bother. It took me a while in order to figure out settings that play nice for this. Start charging my phone. Sure it doesn't die on me here. We only got like a half hour or so left. Because I actually have to get up at 4 a.m. Because I still have my day job tomorrow. So I'm only going to work to midnight tonight. Which give me a good 4 hours of sleep. Should be adequate. It's not good, but it's enough. Mostly. How that madness goes. So, this is the crap I've been making here. So all those cuts for the pins. And there's one more missing. I probably have it sitting on the desk somewhere. Not sure where exactly. It's somewhere. So one's cute. I'll have to get that one cut tomorrow because I don't think I'll have enough time today. Right now, cutting these out. I kind of like these ones. You kind of see the ink texture on it. Also tomorrow I got to start the actual printing process. And while I'm starting that, I also got to get the standees started. So they take a hot minute. They're fucking enormous. It's actually like 6.5 inches tall, I think. It's probably the biggest one I've had to do. Mostly because of the width. It's very wide. The height's not too bad, though. But she did all the little decoration things around it. I wanted to get as many as I could. And she did the art for the base, so we make that work. I thought it would look kind of bad, the base, just inserting it like I normally do, but actually it looks fine. I actually kind of like the matte finish on that. Looks really nice. Shows off the colors well. I have to make sure this cuts through all the way. That part's always kind of sketchy. Got the girls. Yeah, this is... It's a thing. I think the only reason more people don't do it is because there's not a lot of profit in this sort of thing. But, like, I just kind of enjoy doing it. As long as I'm not losing money. Which usually I don't. It's been one or two projects that went really badly. Alright, let's see if it actually cut through. I see a whole lot of no. That's why we don't move it. It's always kind of a bother when this happens. Looks like it just needed like 2 more cuts and they fall in. No? Hopefully this just smooths out the edges. A lot of work to do with the fiber laser tomorrow, too. So I want to get that all started. So I'm sure I get some drawing practice in. I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing with that. Looks like it's getting through all the edges. It's really hard to tell with the white acrylic. Baby. It's 11:40. I knock out. I end around midnight. I'll give me just enough time to like get a shower and stuff. Should get like 3, maybe 4 hours of sleep tonight. It's enough. Should have just enough energy to get through tomorrow's 12 hours. The day job. Then maybe I could put another 4 to 6 hours in the shop. I wonder how hard it would be to mount a camera, like right on that gantry. If I find one with a small enough profile, maybe I can get it to work. It's gonna zip tie it on there. Just gotta watch out because that little hole there is where the actual laser is coming in. So, I mean, obvious bending the wires getting that thing's way. It's just gonna get melted and caught on fire. Should be a tad bad. Be a neat camera angle though. And pretty useful for keeping an eye on the machine itself. Probably like some Raspberry Pi cameras around somewhere. I just don't know how I would really attach that and keep the cables really, really secured. Guess I could keep out like an eye out for a Pi Zero. Maybe attach the camera to that. Should be small enough to behave itself. I used to have one mounted right on the top here. Like, you can only ever really see a like small portion of the bed with that. It sort of killed the point, because at the time, I was using that to keep an eye on the machine. So I won't have to stand here like an idiot. I really should have checked the laser focus. Maybe I can get like a wide angle lens that I can mount it on the side. So I'll make sure you can still see everything. But I also need better lighting in there. Alright. It's a little sketchy. Yeah, some concern. Ah. Stay. Whole thing. Yep, I'll cut this time. Okay. Look at that edge. Nice and clean. No scorch marks that I could see. It's not as smooth as I'd like it. But it's decent. Okay. How much time we got? Okay. 15-ish minutes. Go ahead and say let's not do any more cuts. Start cleaning out the machine. Just trying to dry all the excess water off the ones I just cut out. Because something you might not notice is that most plastics actually absorb water. It fucks with their strength. Especially when it comes to getting cracked. There we go. Especially for things like automotive stuff. If you notice a lot of the old things like oil and some of the fluids and stuff you use for your engine, the old containers were all made of metal. This way it wouldn't absorb moisture through the container. But now a lot of stuff goes bad after a couple of years because it's absorbing moisture through the container because it's just made of plastic. It's impervious. It's super slow, but it still happens, which is, something to think about. Kind of makes me wish we'd go back to glass containers or metal. There's that set. Actually, now we're in better lighting. No burn marks. Clean edge. It's a little rough though, which I'm not fond of. Now, that's the thing I have to skip over to get in here every time. I'm surprised it didn't fall on my fucking face tonight. It's my Frankenstein's nightmare of a ventilation system. It's totally fine. All right. Disarm laser. Power it off. Kick off ventilation. Hey, I can hear again. Cover up the camera so you don't see the nightmare of the rest of my shop. Take my tablet with me and my coffee. I want my coffee. Shuffle my fat ass back over to the computer. Let's jump back over to the other screen. Oh, damn. My phone down to 30% battery. It's probably pushing that a little bit. Alrighty. Go ahead. You know what? We won't save that. I don't think that's necessary. Yeah, discard that. That's the shittiness I've gone on drawing so far. I have no clue what the fuck I'm doing. But it will save me some money eventually, I think. Oh, how many? I'll put that in my spreadsheet so I know how many of these have got cut. I suspect some of these cuts are going to be failures because, like, surface might not be good enough, or maybe overheated, melted the edges the wrong way. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Yep. 8 total. So we have 1, 2, 3 items to cut tomorrow. Hey, spots. Yeah, I got a couple more minutes. Let's see. What other mask can we actually get done before I have to close everything up? There was something else I need to get sorted. The hell was it? Yeah, it's definitely busy. Just gotta make sure I fall asleep before 1 a.m. so I can be up at 4 for the day job. I think maybe I can do 4 to 6 hours again tomorrow night. There's still a lot of stuff to do. think the other keychain I gotta do is this one. I'm not super sure on that. I gotta double check. I don't know if they're actually doing this one. Or maybe they're a set? I can't remember. I don't think I actually got the specifics on that. So I gotta go get that clarified. And that's the artwork for the standee. She made that herself. Came out really cute. I wasn't sure quite how to work the base into it, but the results came out pretty good. The actual pins themselves all came out quite nice. So we got all of these cut out tonight. So tomorrow we'll get the printing started. I've also got some more coins to laser engrave. So hopefully it's not super cold tomorrow, because this place gets really fucking frosty. I don't want to have to try running the diesel heater while I'm also running everything else. I can. I don't really have it set up for that right now. So I got to move the fiber laser over by the laser for the plastics. Then change how the ventilation setup is. Tomorrow, right after work, I'll get back after my 12 hours. I'll purge the print heads, just to make sure the white ink comes out nice and clean. Then I'll start getting the frames set up, so I can print out an outline for everything. Because the way I do it, because I don't have a really nice machine or anything. Does this have a thing? So I actually go into the laser engraving program and I take the outline of that, bring it in here, and then I'll actually print this outline directly onto the print bed. This way I can align it by hand, and then I'll actually print the colors and everything on top of that. Massive pain in the ass. Extremely tedious when you've got sets of like 100 to do. That part's always brutal. But yeah, all the white ink is getting purged because it gets dirty over time. Not the ink itself, but like inside the print head. The white ink will mix with anything around it. It's super corrosive stuff. So I gotta purge the white ink this way. It comes out nice, clean white. And while that's doing it, it'll probably take like 10-15 minutes. I'll start photoshopping together all these little outlines. I'll start bringing the rest in. Get the colors set up too. I actually have to separate out the colors and the white because obviously it doesn't understand where it's putting white. It treats it as a very different thing. So white is a very special kind of layer, which is the only reason I still have Photoshop, because I can output the specific layers I want. So we need that extra color channel built into the images. I know other programs can do it, but it's fucky, and I'm really used to Photoshop. I think we want the slightly bigger ones. I have to make sure I've got all my stuff ready for tomorrow once I get back from work. Make sure I get my microphone charging up too. Just a hammy one. I think it's that one. Yeah, that was the last one we just cut. The white acrylic. That, more or less, is what they're going to look like when they're done. I like little scribble art. It reminds me of Raimi. Let's see, anything else that we got to do before we close up the shop tonight? I think we already got the laptop updated. I'll probably have to move cameras and stuff around tomorrow. Oh, right. I got to get the battery pack charging because we're going to need that tomorrow. That poor thing is going to be dying. While that's charging, I gotta get the battery for my jacket charging too. Yes, it's gonna be fucking cold in here. Actually, speaking of... let's get that battery charging. Oh, yeah, I also gotta start fixing the vinyl cutter. Just one of the wheels broke off. So I gotta get that fixed. And hopefully this coming week, I'll have time to do a nice deep clean over the entire shop. Because it really, really needs it. Gotta count all these coins, get them all marked. I should be able to get that done tomorrow too. It doesn't take that long to get this stuff done. It's just tedious. Very, very tedious. I think we have some inventory work to do. I can't really do that on stream because, you know, I'm all over the damn place. Shit, it's already past midnight again. Ugh. Yeah, down here in the shop, like the ground's just always covered in dust. The machine's got like always trying to suck all the stuff in all their fans, so I gotta clean all those out. Take a bunch of stuff apart. Hook up the shop vac. I have a really old Craftsman one from like the 90s. It maxes out the circuit breaker, but it like pulls rocks out of the ground. It's really impressive. Loud as hell. It's deafening. Gets the job done though. No idea how I'm going to set the router down here. It's just another thing I got to figure out. I think is all we can get done tonight. Yeah, very exhausting. Nice. So, I'll likely be streaming tomorrow. I'm not going to schedule it because I don't know when exactly I'm getting back. I might need to like load up on caffeine and stuff. Y'all have a great night. I appreciate y'all popping in. And thank you, Lulu, for the raid. I appreciate that. And thanks for stopping by, Splats. Always nice to hear from you. And how to pronounce it? Simus82. Appreciate you popping by in the chat. Most likely streaming tomorrow night around 7-8 p.m. Eastern time. And likely going to midnight again. But it kind of depends. And the rest of the weekend's questionable. Maybe I'll have the energy, or maybe I'll get back from work early. It kind of depends. Things have been a bit of a mess at the day job. But y'all have a great night. I can't do a raid thing. I have no ability to do that. Do I have a good way to do a manual raid? Question mark. Who is streaming? Who's live? Just Doggy. Let's see. Rhymy. Well. You know what? Let's set up 2 of them. And share. Copy. Let me get those posted in chat. everything. So there's P-Well. We're streaming tonight. And if that's not your cup of tea, there's Rhymy. Both of them are streaming. Good people. P was pretty chill. Rhymy's hanging out with the Venture Trade Co. girls and Bro Lime. So we got two per one flavors on that channel. Y'all have a good night. And stream.